It doesn't really matter much what a man does with his life. What matters is the legend that grows up around him.
Hello everyone! Valkyrie and I are here again to talk to you about movies. I know it's been a while because I've been caught up in pole dance and politics and what have you, but we are both very excited to be here today to talk to you about Velvet Goldmine. And I know Valkyrie's especially excited because she thought we were done doing Rantz with Valkyrie forever. But we're not. Velvet Goldmine was pretty decent. I think I probably would have enjoyed it more if I was on shrooms, or if David Bowie was actually in it, but I'm getting way ahead of myself. The opening shot of Velvet Goldmine is a spaceship flying through the air, and then it almost immediately cuts to a baby being left on a doorstep, who you discover is Oscar Wilde. And he's left there with just his little baby blanket and this green jewel, which finds its way into the story. It's possessed by like a few of the different characters, and I thought that element was really cool, but it was never really explained. Like, they never came back to the whole Oscar Wilde thing or explained why the jewel had any significance, so I thought it was cool. I just wish I would have actually understood it. The actual story begins when Christian Bale, who is playing this awkward, like, 17-year-old kid in England, goes to this glam rock concert, and the musician's name is Brian Slade. But Brian Slade is basically David Bowie. He's got the hair, he's got the voice, he's got the crazy outfits. It's clearly supposed to be some sort of Bowie caricature. Christian Bale is at this concert, and Brian Slade fakes his own assassination on stage. And it completely blows up in his face and ruins his career, because, you know, it was obviously supposed to be like a publicity stunt, but everyone was really pissed off.
We set out to change the world.
So it cuts to the future where Christian Bale is working for a newspaper, and he gets assigned to do this story on Brian Slade and where he is now, because he was there the day that he faked his assassination.
Next week is the anniversary of the whole shooting incident.
So Christian Bale bitterly goes off in search of what may have become of Brian Slade. So throughout the investigation process, we learn a lot about how Brian Slade rose to fame and all of his little detailed sexcapades with, like, his wife, and then his orgy, and then ultimately his fellow rock star, Kurt Fury.
From the moment Brian Slade stepped into our lives, nothing would ever be the same.
Who is supposed to be Mick Jagger. And he's played by Ewan McGregor, and it was fucking delicious. because it's Ewan McGregor, and he takes his shirt off and he pours oil on himself and jumps into a crowd. When we finally do see Brian Slade in present day, where he is and what he's doing is pretty unexpected. And I do love twist endings. My only issue with this film is that it's really slow-paced. Literally the entire film is just watching this story unfold and watching them, like, do drugs and have sex, which, I mean, it's not bad. It's fine. And then they just threw in alien references because it seemed like the thing to do at the time. I was entertained. I liked watching Ewan McGregor. I really, really wish, like, David Bowie had just been David Bowie, because I love David Bowie. David Bowie. David Bowie. David Bowie. David Bowie! How many different ways can we say David Bowie? Totally cutting this, I say. So crazy. David Bowie. Velvet Goldmine. You get 7 out of 10 paws. It was cool, but I'd rather be watching Dance Moms. Straight out of North Hollywood, I'm Valkyrie Spock. This is Valkyrie Spock, and we will catch you next time.
I knew I should create a sensation.